Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Susan Kramer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Minnesota. And welcome to my new setup. What do you think? Let me know what you think. Let me know. Okay. There. I think we're good. I received a new stand. Well, I suggested Tony buy it for me. A new stand for Christmas. So we have a different setup today. It's still on the floor so I can stamp and not wiggle the camera. That was important to me. But it has a ring light. So, and it holds my phone, obviously. So I'm going to have to use a piece of scrap paper here because, can you see that? I think you can. I don't know if you can. It reflects on my glass mat. So here oh yeah, you can definitely see that. Okay, so we're gonna stamp with paper from now on. So here we go. Oh gosh, here come all the ideas. What if you used the circle on your ring light to create a wreath? Oh gosh, we're gonna have to try that sometime. Although I can't see it. It's down here for me. It's up here for you anyway. Enough. All right, so thank you for joining me. Hello, Kathy from Southwest Missouri. I'm happy you're here. Today, we're stamping. I just feel like stamping. I have one card definitely, and if we aren't done, if we want to keep going, I will create a second card. So today, I'm starting with the Fabulous Sayings. This is the product of the month for January. We no longer offer Celebration, which has been going on for 25 plus years, at least 28. That's when I started stamping 28 years ago, in January, actually. And we've had Celebration since then. It's changed a little bit over the years, but we don't have it anymore. We now have product of the month. So I'm giving the numbers for the U.S., your market. If you're not in the U.S., the numbers will be different. You'll have to look it up. But here, for the product of the month, when you reach a $75 threshold for your order, and that's after you've taken discounts like a coupon code for bonus days, which I forgot to mention last week, or if you used your Stampin' Rewards, as long as after you use those rewards, it's still at $75, you can purchase the product of the month in the U.S. for $5. So yes, this stamp set cost me $5. It's huge. Look at how big this Happy Birthday is. That's the one we're focusing on today. It is almost 4 inches wide. That's a big stamp. And it's fun with the two different fonts, and you can, well, not so much mix and match, but happy birthday and hooray and thank you so much. Just because, lots of fun things. I think the Sending Love will be a good one for either sympathy or get well or just because or Valentine's Day. And we'll talk about that again in a minute. So here's my sample. Using just the happy birthday. I have to remember to keep things clean, and I literally use scraps. This is what I have left. So this blue circle wasn't even a full circle, which is where I got the idea to, instead of just using a bigger circle, these are the Spotlight on Nature circles, I decided to use a few and put them around. And then I even, I created an inside. Where did it go? Here it is. I didn't adhere it. And I don't have glue either. Oh dear. I have to trim this. But I used more circles on here. Let's trim it up. It was still wet when I was done. So we will just trim this up. Hopefully that's straight. No, it's not working. This is when you pull out your scissors. Oh, almost. That was close. All right. Close enough. It's just the inside of a card. Once you get it written in, it will be okay. So I'm going to use my seal adhesive. I've been using this more and more. If you watch Fridays, this coming Fridays, Frugal Friday, I use adhesive in a different way. So there's the card. I stamped the background, and the colors here happen to be Night of Navy, Azure Afternoon, and Pretty Peacock. Normally I don't put too much bling on my masculine cards, but this one I think might look good with some navy blue, Night of Navy dots. These are the Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots. And since they don't always include the colors on here, I write them down myself. So at a quick glance, I'll know what it coordinates with. Because I'm not familiar. We have so many products, I can't keep up with them. So let's see. We've got big ones and little ones. And I think I'll just put them near my Night of Navy stamping. 1, 2, oh, there's no Night of Navy up here, but we'll put one up here anyway. So there, Night of Navy. And then of course I stamped just a hooray on my envelope. So that was kind of fun. Let me put these away. But we're going to create another one in pinks. So it's kind of fun to create a card. Oh dear, they're not going in the favorite color of the recipient. So I asked my niece's daughter her favorite color. She said pink and purple. So Riley got a pink and purple card last week. So it was fun. It's fun to do that. So we are using Strawberry Slush, Bubble Bath, and Fleur de Flamingo. So to decide on my colors, I take a scrap, and that hello is in the stamp set here, just to see how they look together. And there are our 3 pinks, or pinkish ones. Fleur de Flamingo to me is quite orange, but Fleur de Flamingo, Bubble Bath, and Strawberry Slush. And I have a circle already for our focal point. We're going to do something different instead of the circles. My focal point, my big sentiment. Boy, come on, words. So I do have the same circle here, but you'll see that it doesn't fit. Let's clean up a little bit. It's too big, and I wanted to keep it a circle. I thought that was kind of interesting. Hopefully you know this trick. With our photopolymers, you can see exactly where you're inking. So I just inked up happy. And we'll put that down. Hello, Jean Schiller. Thank you for joining today. All right, so I cleaned it and I'm drying it. Make sure it's ready to go. And now I'm going to, actually, now it's upside down, and I'm going to ink up birthday. And I was very happy that it fit on this circle. There we go. And it fits kind of in between there. I see I didn't get the Y on happy quite perfectly. I'm used to turning things around. This is going to be new to me. So I put the D from day where the ink wasn't, the birthday wasn't stamped quite perfectly. So cover it up if you, or I could have used a, some bling there to cover it up. All right, so there's our focal point. And I dropped some papers here. Hold on a second. All right. And, oh dear. You know I have things already cut and ready to go, so I can just reach over and grab. And make sure it's 4 by 5 1/4. So our first card was this direction. I think I am going to try it this direction instead, because I had a piece of cardstock that was, it was actually like 4 1/2 instead of 4 1/4 by 11. So, and it looked funny to me, so I measured it and I did cut this off, and that's where my idea for our accents on this card came from. And I don't, leave a comment. Hi, Mom and Dad, thanks for joining me. Do you ever make cards that go this way? That open this way? I don't. If I have a the score on the 4 1/4 side, I always go this way, or I make it into a Z fold, and then I don't mind it that way. So leave a comment. I'm kind of curious, but we're going to do it this way and make a top folding card. We're going to start with the palest color, and that's Blueberry Bath. And I'm just going to do the same, just like I did here. I'm going to randomly stamp the happy birthday and then put the happy birthday focal point. So, ink, ink, ink. And I'm just going to put one there. Oh, if I, let's put all our colors out. Again, Bubble Bath, Strawberry Slush, and Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to separate those a little bit. So Strawberry Slush is one of those that is an in color, and it will be retiring in April, or I think May 4th is technically the last day. All right, so let's get some Flirty Flamingo in here. We're going to put one there, finish it there. And I am stamping a little closer than I did with my blues, just because I'm not going to have the colors around my white circle. I do like to dry it off when I clean it so that I don't put water into my ink pads. I think it would lighten it too much. Now I can just use these like that. Creating my own pattern paper. Have we ever had pattern paper that just had big words like this on it? I don't think we have. It's kind of fun to create your own. And like I said, I wanted to focus on the stamp set. I've seen a lot of people embossing, embossing these sentiments. And I know you're thinking, I don't need another sentiment. But it is kind of fun to get something new. And you see that this one is quite large. All right, let's finish the top of it. What do we need? Strawberry Slush. Making sure I don't get my sleeve into my ink. Let's do this one here. And we'll do this one here. I'm going to fill it in. And I think Flirty Flamingo here. One more to fill that corner. What do we need? Oh. So I got really tight down here. This is kind of open. So since this area this area seems to be a little more open, there's more white space, I think that's where my happy birthday will go. And this looks more uniform. So I do that quite often. So don't dissect any cards I might send you. If you look under an element, you might see, you know, a smudge or, I don't know, you never know. Okay, let's put these away. All right, here's a little tip. When you use a big stamp on an ink pad like this, this ledge right here, I don't know if you can see, has a little bit of ink on it. Let's see, I'm off a little bit. So I'm going to clean these off before I close them. And these are our new ink pads. So if you, that old one, I don't have a new Flirty Flamingo. So that one was okay. So before I put this onto my Strawberry Slush card, I'll show you what it going to look like. So that's cute, but let's step it up a little bit more. Like I said, I saved this little strip. I forgot to bring down adhesive. We're going to use glue dots. Where are they? My family borrowed what I call my green glue, my Tombow glue, and they forgot to bring it back down. I don't think he's watching, but Tony, if you're watching, can you bring me my glue? I didn't have any more. So we're just going to add some interesting elements. To be honest, when I'm stamping alone, I do often use 3M adhesive, because Tony retired from 3M and Thomas currently is a contractor at 3M. He works for Clean Harbors but is assigned to 3M, so he's on 3M campus every day. There we go. That's cute. We're going to keep going though. And this should be close. Oh, sorry. We'll just put it near the bottom. And it's just a dot of glue, so you can maneuver it, make sure it's on. This one isn't. Sorry if I was off camera. So we're going to put that just on there. And I'm going to even it up like that. Can use my grid lines if I want, but as they say, it's not rocket science. Sorry if I'm out of camera. I'm getting used to this. This is only my second video with my new setup. All right. I had some scraps of the other colors as well. So I cut a wider piece of Fleur de Flamingo and a narrow piece of Bubble Bath. I couldn't think of the name of it at first. Let's see if I need, maybe just down towards the bottom. Oh, that's upside down. Oh my goodness. Were you noticing that? Okay. What if we just put this here and put this on top of it? Oh, I think just like that. I have two of them. I don't know, this is where the fun comes along. I do have some bling in Strawberry Slush. That one's wide. And then this here, I think that's too much. You missed the happy birthday. Let's just put this near the bottom, kind of under the white so that you see the circle. All right, is this one the right width? Nope. Let's trim it down. As I said, this would be really fun to make for somebody if you know their favorite color, or just make a bunch of them in a variety of colors. Try a new color combination. I happen to think monochromatic with it, with my pinks and blues, but why not something fall colored for a September birthday, or bright springy colors for a summer birthday, like beach colors. I always think of Melon Mambo and Lemon Lime Twist as summer colors. Add Azure Afternoon. Oh, that would be fun. Sorry, off camera. I'm just putting glue dots on this little strip. And I am going to center it as best I can, and it's too long. I thought it had been measured. There we go. All right. Put this up on dimensionals. Add some bling. Oh, goodness, I'm way off. Sorry about that. Thank you for bearing with me. And we're going to put that right there. And here, where did my adhesive go? It's hiding. So the trick here is to make sure it's sticky here and twist at the end. Like that. It's upside down. Make sure it goes on right. I made a card the other day and I put it on upside down. It was actually a paper pumpkin where I had, oh, they're not straight. Oh, well, but they're glue dots. I can move that easily. So it was a paper pumpkin where the front and the back of the card base were beautiful. So I cut it apart, and then when I made a card with it, I made the card front and adhered it, and it was upside down. I didn't fix it yet. Oh, how's that? There, that's better. Oh, goodness. All right, some bling, and I think we're done. How are we doing? 10-2. Do you mind sticking around? I have something else to share. Kathy says, mine is coming tomorrow. I assume you mean your product of the month for January. The narrow Fleur de Flamingo strips are so cute. Thank you. I literally thought of that idea when I cut this. It's like a 1/4 inch off of my card base. I'm like, oh, I should use that. So just to do something different than the circles. And I think this needs some more. And we're going to use these around. I like that there's 3 different sizes on these. Sorry, I don't know if these are still current, but they are current colors, so that's why I used them. Put them away. maybe. All right. You know what? It does need more glitter. Ribbon would be cute too. Maybe here, and then a medium one, I think, on our strip. There we go. That's better. All right. So there. Oh, I didn't stamp on my envelope. Let's do that because I have it handy. I have the hooray already on the block. Make sure I don't do it upside down. Nice font that you can read. There. All right. So there are our 2 cards with the happy birthday from the Fabulous Sayings, our product of the month. I believe this number is wrong. I believe there's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, maybe there are 11. Oh, I'm confused. So I have 2 out already. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there are 10. And Alma, is Alma with us today? She must be busy. So before I took anything off, this is how the stamps are coming. Just a reminder, our new packaging. These are 5 by 9. And so I cut a piece of white cardstock. And before I take any stamps off of this liner, I ink it up and I stamp it on here. And I'll write the name of the stamp set and then when it came out, whether it was a product of the month, was online exclusive, something for a kit, or in a catalog. I'll write that on there too because it's getting so confusing to know what's coming from where. So as Alma called this, there's Alma. Hi. She called this a map. I love that, Alma. So that's what I'm calling it. This is my map for when I want to put my stamps back on my acetate sheets. So we're not going to do that now though, because you don't need to watch me do that. I have something else to share with you. Let me move these out of the way. I'm going to put them right there. Okay. Are you familiar with Stampin' Up's Creative Challenge? Let's wait and let my video catch up. If you go onto Facebook or Instagram, look for photos or posts by Stampin' Up with this little symbol. That's their Creative Challenge post. And so this is our Creative Challenge, this sketch. And so I was using strawberry slush, and I haven't used that in ages, and I thought that would be perfect for Valentine's Day. I'm not making a Valentine's Day card, but this was my first idea, was that instead of rectangles, what if you had hearts? Or some hearts, and then heart patterned or pink and red patterned papers to make a Valentine's Day card. Wouldn't that be cute? We are just using strawberry slush, and I grabbed a whole bunch of patterns here, and these are from, I found 2 papers that had strawberry slush in it. The first one is Florals in Bloom. That's this one. And I think this is now retired. It's Floral Impressions. I just get so confused between these 2. I always had to look it up. But I know they both have strawberry slush in them because it's written on the back, as you know. So I went through these 2 packs and found scraps. I have not cut these up. These are the scraps I had in those packages I just showed you. So I grabbed some cardstock too. And I had this scrap in my strawberry slush cardstock, which is how I separate them. And so I thought that would be really fun to highlight one of these flowers like that. So we'll trim this down and put that on our card. Let's see. I have some pieces of cardstock here. These I did trim a little bit. I had a third one. Maybe it's in the envelope still. Can you see I embossed them? Just with embossing folders I don't normally use. So that was kind of fun. Just to pull out anything and everything you might have. Something you've been wanting to use. Maybe it's a new product. Maybe it's something that's in your stash you haven't used in a while. Here's my last one. So the eyelet dots, or eyelet I think is what that one's called. So that's what we're gonna do. I thought I had. All right, you know that I have them already. Nope, there's an envelope. Well, see, this one's dirty, but that's okay. I think I will just use the back side. Let me measure it for, ooh, that's 5.5, so I'm going to trim it down. It should have looked funny to me. Let's see if I can trim off some of that green. Nope. 4 by 5.25. And I do have a piece, a 1-inch piece to go. Maybe I'll put this here so you can see what we're working with. Oh, sorry. All right. Oh, goodness. I can't pick things up. So I thought I would adhere some rectangles first and then put this on top of it and put it onto my strawberry slush card. So let's fold this in half. All right. And that'll go there, and we'll put this on top. Okay, so we'll put this aside. I guess we'll use these. You know what? I am going to use my ATG. It'll be quickest. Otherwise, we will be here a while if I use glue dots. So this is pretty big. I'm gonna trim this down. I don't know, 2 inches looks about right. And where are the other ones? This one, we can leave that. So let's just start building. So I think they had 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus this strip. But I don't think it matters. So what if we just layer these? I'm going to put this one on the bottom. On the top. That one's too big. We're going to cut that one down. I don't know. It's going to go this direction. We'll just cut a couple of them. I like this one. This will be fun to have a few. But you see the other side is not our strawberry slush at all. So I'm going to cut this one between. And let's just trim this down a little bit. Right on that. So if I were doing this not on camera, not live, I would probably lay these all out, decide how I liked it. Then I would use my phone to take a picture so I remember the layout, and then take them all off and put them back on, just as I had in my picture. Isn't this pretty? Could use the deboss side too. Oh, it's a little torn. That's right. So we're going to put that there. I really like this flower one. I'm not counting. I'm just going to do what I like. Where did that circle go? I kind of like that. Adds a little bit. Or do we like this one? No, I don't think I like the yellow. I think I like the peach better. So I'm going to trim it. Actually, I'm going to grab a pencil. I'm going to mark it right there. Oop, move those out of the way. So I know I want to cut off where I had that marked. And yes, I threw that away. So these, you notice these are these 1-inch squares. These are probably from a quilt card. I've started making quilt cards. They're so fun. Have you joined us yet? Very, very fun. So I'm going to offset these a little bit. Look at all these patterns. How fun. I've seen quite a few people do this with last month's product of the month because it was blue and paper. So I like the flowers. And then this one is going to get adhered just like that. That's really big, isn't it? Maybe put this one down here and this overlap it. They have lots of little ones. You know what? Let's trim this one down. Why not? So I'm looking at the embossed piece, and I'm gonna make that smaller. Oh, I love that embossing folder. Oh, that maybe we'll do that one debossed. No, I like the embossed. Okay, let's adhere this first. And I do like to use my right hand, which is funny because I'm left-handed. But here I am going to use a glue dot. Have you noticed these creative challenges by Stampin' Up? I went to, I thought that I knew this symbol was their, a way to tell which posts were the creative challenge, and they've been doing them for several years. I did not know that. All right, so there's that. And we're going to trim this down. I'm not measuring. I'm just trimming. It's like, ah, that looks about right. So let's get some of these down. And I'm going to use this grid paper, though. No. I have too much stuff on my desk. I'm going to line this up. Just like that. And then I'm just using my grid lines on the paper. And these I'm just going to randomly put. Oh, that's pretty. That one, I just looked at the top. I bought a ruler to use for this purpose, and it's upstairs. That doesn't do me any good, does it? So let's see how we're doing. So this is going to go here. I think I'm going to put the flowers there. Oh, that was the back side. So when you have that tiny little scrap of pattern paper that you just can't throw away, this is a great thing to use it for. I had some more ideas, but it looks like I'm not going to need them. That's still too big. Let me get this piece down, and then I will share with you what my other ideas were. So I think that's going to go here. Oh, that's covering up a lot. We're going to put this down near the very, very bottom. So my other ideas were, I grabbed a whole bunch of stamps. This, for some reason, is my favorite stamp of flowers right now. I love how the centers of these flowers are so dark, and it stamps so crisply because it's a red rubber. I thought it would be fun to do either the hearts or the flower. This is from the 12 Days of Crafting, and it's just fun to play with. So maybe some hearts. Maybe we'll do that one. And then I love this little stamp too. Let's do the heart. So I'll show you what my other idea was instead of just telling you. So if you don't have pattern paper that coordinate that many different patterns, make your own, right? Or, you know what, we're going to stamp on this one. So we're going to use Strawberry Slush. That's our theme for the card. They were all straight. I was going to say you could go on a diamond like that, but we are just going to stamp some hearts randomly. Make sure there's a full one on there. Oh, that one didn't quite. Oh, look at that. I did. Line that up just so. That's why I have these white pieces out here too. What was the other one I thought of? Oh, this one. We'll add a little more white to it. Why not? So I'm going to stamp this one vertically. Whoops, I almost. That's pretty. Look at, isn't that pretty? All right. And just trim that off. So there's a great use of those scraps. You know where this came from, right? I was cutting 3 3/4 inch by 5, and then I had scraps. So what if we do this? Like that. Oh, I don't have the embossed ones. Let's sneak this under here. I like the overlapping. Let's pull this back out. How are we doing? I don't think I have as many. This big one is really big, isn't it? I like it though. I'm going to leave it like that. The other thing you could do, this could be another piece of Designer Series paper, this long piece here. It could be embossed. I thought about running this through the embossing machine. But, oh, we're going to go like this. I like it. I like it. So what's been adhered? I think that just has residual glue. I'm going to put this one as low as I can. Oh, that one is down already. What if we put this on dimensionals? Alma, I agree. She says, nice template to use up scraps. I think I may have shared it on my Sue Stampin' Chat group. I'll probably create a blog post. I'll make some more of these. This was really fun. So I'll put it on my website as well. So that's going to go here, and we're going to put this on top, and maybe this up here, just like that. I think that's good. And I'm not going to put a sentiment on here either. That way I could use it for an anniversary or a birthday or Valentine's Day with the hearts. I've been doing that more and more. Just like that. Let's put this on dimensionals too. I see you see my mess, don't you? So it was really fun to come look for papers of the same color. Of course, you know that our pattern papers are all coordinate. So even if you just use papers from one pack of Designer Series paper. Yeah, let's put this one flat. It's already got dimension on it. Just like that. So I could stamp on this and tuck it in there too, but oh, it's going to go on a card base. Just a minute. Let's see. Oh, and we're going to, yeah, that's good. And we're going to add some bling to it too. Let's make sure this goes on the right way, and let's get these out of the way. Okay. Okay. Slow down, right? Oh, look at this. It's not top loading. Oh, that was our last card. Ay, ay, ay. Now I'm confused. There we go. There's that, and I'll need a piece on the inside. And I'll probably put another piece of one of these patterns. I seem to have a lot of this. So I'll cut a thin strip to add to my layer on the inside. If it were bigger, I could put it on the flap of my envelope. Maybe we'll just stamp on that envelope. Make sure I stamp on the right. I remember to move up. So hopefully you saw it. Yep, good. Okay, my video is a little slower than there. Look at that. Very fun. So pull out your stuff and just create. It was fun, like I said, pulling out all the strawberry slush papers I could find and then just pick and choose. And literally, this circle was a scrap. So it was the negative. I don't even know when I used that circle. You might remember. I don't. And I didn't count to see if I have the same number. I don't think I do, but it doesn't matter. It's my creation, right? This is just a place to start. All right, let's pull all our cards back. Look at that. 8:10 when I'm recording this. So, oh, wait, we forgot these. Let's add some of these. I also had You know what? Let's do something different. We used these on that last card. Just rhinestones. I keep buying these. Where did my take your pick tool go? I buy these quite often because I do like to color them with my blends. I don't know if I have strawberry slush blends. If I did, I could add strawberry slush dots. Let's just fill in some of these spots that I thought were a little bit. It'd be fun, maybe put it in the middle of the flower. Let's add more. That's not enough. Right there. There we go. Now it's done. Just, I mean, five rhinestones. This pack of rhinestones will last me a long time. So, that's what I've got for you today. Let's turn this over. Oh, no, that's dirty too. We'll just leave it. Thank you for joining me. Trying to think. Oh, my Stampin' anniversary is at the end of the month. It's the 26th. I will have been a demonstrator for 15 years. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. So I'm going to be doing a craft along, so watch for that information coming out soon. I'll probably put it on my blog, on Facebook, in my newsletter, and I'll talk about it next week too. So I have to plan a little ahead. But thank you for joining me. Happy stamping. I'm glad you liked the ideas. Jean says, a fun scrappy card. Thank you. And Kathy says, the white piece with the flower stamped on it is such a wonderful accent piece. Thank you. I love this stamp. It's so little, and it's not really the focal of that stamp set, but it was fun to kind of, because I didn't emboss this strip here, I wanted to, I don't know, cover it up a little bit. I don't know. Or I could have stamped on it. So many ideas. I hope they inspire you to create something this week. Oh, let's pull these down. Thanks for joining me. Have a great week, everybody. And I'll see you or talk to you soon.